Just introduce who you got with you, and then just give it up a statement from the game.
Okay, I got 3 seniors. I've got Braden Hill, Donovan Gray, and Hayden Lipscomb. 3 seniors.
This is 2 wins now to end the tournament for you guys after losing the Southside. Just talk about kind of, you feel like you built momentum heading in to get back in the rest of your schedule?
Well, I don't, hopefully, but the main thing was we played harder and harder after that embarrassment the first day, and we played hard for 4 quarters the last 2 games. So that's an improvement over the first game, and that's what you want. You know, it's like I told them, you can't go back and get a redo on a game. I mean, it's gone. So all we can do is put it behind us and work and come out and play hard the next games. So, and they did that, so that's a credit to them.
For all 4 of you, what has it meant to kind of participate in this tournament? I know you've been asked that all week, but now that it's over for you guys and just been able to play in it 3 days, seeing other teams play, what's that been like for each of you?
I mean, it was a fun tournament. Coming here and compete with all teams we did. Wish it started off better, but it is what it is. And we go back and change it. So, it was a fun time though.
Yeah, I was hoping we'd beat Southside so we could play teams like Etowah and Gadsden City, but that's not what happened. We didn't play very good in the first game, but it was still a fun tournament. It was good to come out here and watch some of the games too. I'm watching Etowah and all play and see some of the good competition. And
like I said, just wish we could play better against Southside, but it is what it is. Can't change it. We just got to get better as the season continues. And it was a fun tournament. Hey, we can't do it next year, but it was fun.
You know, I've enjoyed getting to be around all the other coaches and getting to see their teams play, the teams that I normally don't get to see play during the season. And so that was a good part for me. And you know, us getting this started one day, hopefully these guys will look back and say, hey, we were part of getting that started. And hopefully it'll continue to grow and get bigger and bigger every year.
Coach, I'm going to talk about something I was really impressed with was your defense first half, holding to 18. It looked like they were very frustrated. I know you guys come out a lot more aggressively defensively in the first half, and it showed. Talk a little bit about that.
Yeah, and it actually led to some cheap baskets. We ran the break well, and so our defense led to transition offense for us, and I thought we did a good job on that. Donnie pushed the ball up the floor better today than he probably has all year, and that led us to get some good looks and some easy looks at some baskets. So hopefully we'll continue to do that. You know, there's some teams where we're going to try to slow the pace of the game down, but we want to push the ball most of the time, and we got better at that the last 2 games.
And Braden, you specifically, I noticed from game 1 to these last 2 games, you were a lot more aggressive offensively. I'm just going to go out on a limb and say, Coach, I had to talk with you about that. Got that started. Could you talk a little bit about that?
Coming in against Southside, I just wasn't mentally here. He knows that. It took me just saying that to get the point across to myself. So I just had to come back out and pick it up. And with the help of these guys and my teammates, we were able to get the job done the last 2 games.
All right. Now, this is for all 3 of you guys. This is a huge question, man. The area play's about to start. What are you guys going to do to change your legacy, and what kind of legacy do you want to leave at Hokes Bluff? And it starts with you guys being leaders. Talk about that going into area play.
well, we haven't really had a good start so far to the area. We're 0-2 right now. But, you know, we've also not had a lot of practices, you know, to get some of the things down. But I think we're about to start playing some good basketball here soon. We're all on the same page. We're all sticking together. So I think we're about to start beating some good teams, I think, if we just do what our coaches say, play hard, and keep our motors running.
Just going to have to really get ready for teams we play. We're going to underestimate anybody. We know what we're going to have to go do, how we're going to have to get there, how we're going to have to work. So it's going to be hard, but I think if we work like we can, we'll be all right.
We got really good teams in our area, so we're going to really have to work on our defense the times we have to practice. And we'll just get ready for that. And then we'll just figure it out as we go. We have to not having a lot of practices under our belts right now. We gotta kind of practice as we play. So that's what we've been doing, and it's getting there. We're gonna start. We're gonna get there soon.
Coach, I'm gonna close with this with you. I know you've been very humble and saying a lot of other guys were involved to help make this happen, and that is true. But all the other coaches to a man say that this is kind of your child. That you got to
Well, I don't. Again, I don't like taking all the credit for that because a coach from another team could have easily said no. I did ask, but luckily, all the coaches had, were positive and had a vision for this, and we were able to get it started. And getting it started is big. It's not perfect. There's things that we can do a little bit better next year as a group and everything. I think Gadsden City has done a tremendous job of taking it and going with it. And so, I can't say enough of what all that Mr. Young and Coach Lambert had done. But hopefully everybody will continue to help and will continue to grow. Hopefully get more sponsors, get more people involved. I think there's people that probably would have sponsored that, we weren't able to reach this year because I don't remember which one of y'all I was talking to, but we're trying to get our teams ready, and it's really tough in trying to go out and to communicate with sponsors. So hopefully we'll get more people involved in that, and the tournament will continue to grow, and hopefully maybe the girls will be joining us, but if not, we need to keep this going and continuing to grow. And I was going to go back on something that the guys have said. We haven't had a lot of practice. I think this is our what did I say? This is our 13th game.
Yes, sir.
This is our 13th game. We've had 8 practices, but we do not use that as an excuse. Okay, and they know that, and they weren't using that as an excuse. What we're saying is, hopefully, when we've had to use some in-game stuff to work on stuff, and hopefully we're going to execute better the more that we do get along. But that's not an excuse against anybody that's beat us or anything like that. When we've lost, the teams have beat us. You know what I'm saying? But hopefully, when we do get a little bit more time, and we're going to have some time next week, then we can start getting in sync. I thought, though, playing, we did some things a lot better today than we've been doing. So hopefully we'll continue to do that.